Are most people that you meet, even on a trilateral commission, when you meet most people, do you find most leaders financially illiterate, economically illiterate?
Most political leaders come out of a background of being popular. So in some of the countries, in some of the African countries, for example, they might have been a military person. They were a general. Or in our country, they would have been an actor. They have no degrees in finance. They really, and this is one of the major problems. So many world leaders who don't really have a financial underpinning make fundamental errors when it comes to money on a country or institutional level. Let me give you an example. And I said, what does that mean to you? I'm wealthier. I'd say yes. And if your debt increased, would you feel wealthier or poorer? I don't like the idea of that sound, increased debt. However, institutions like banks, things that people don't really understand are financial underpinnings of banks. So the terminology of assets and liabilities is different for banks. It's not natural. And what most people, and you ask questions about world leaders, there's many people, I think your old boss Mercer understood, there's a fundamental part of money which is called fractionalized banking. Possible. And in bank, I give you $1. In our system of banking, I would say, okay, Steve, I gave you $1. How much could you lend out to your friends? The way our system works is if you as a bank are holding my $1, you can lend out an additional $8 or $9. It's impossible. I only have $1, Jeffrey. That's the way our system works. And so not only do world leaders not understand banking, but the man on the street, my father who worked in the park department, it would be beyond his imagination that people could lend out more money than they actually had in their pocket. But what I found was most people, be it in business, in normal life, or in the world leaders, don't really understand money.